All right, so we are back for week 2 for Grok Invest. Grok is basically managing our portfolio. I'm a day late, took a trip upstate, so I will just execute the trades tomorrow, Tuesday. So Grok last time wanted us to invest in QQQ, SPY, and NVIDIA. NVIDIA has earnings this week, and it's going to be very interesting. I already entered the prompt for what Grok wants us to do. Grok does not want us to sell any of our positions. Grok does not want us to create any new positions. However, he wants us to add to our positions. So we are going to add $60 into QQQ, $25 into NVIDIA, and $15 into SPY. NVIDIA's earnings are this week. NVIDIA has been arguably holding the AI industry on its back and proving that it is not a bubble currently. I asked Grok basically what the prompt was, and I told you what Grok said. And I was like, are you sure you don't want us to add any new positions? And then they were like, yes, we are intentionally not adding any new positions for week 2. This is a deliberate high conviction choice designed to maximize return while we're respecting moderate risk in our small $200 portfolio. I think as we increase our capital, Grok will want us to add positions. Grok's already stated some alternatives. However, overall, we're just not going to add any positions. I just wanted to clarify and make sure that the approach and execution of Grok is double checked, if that makes sense. All right, so I already added the positions. I added the $60 into QQQ, 25 into SPY, and then another 15 into NVIDIA. So honestly, this week is going to be very interesting. Like I said, NVIDIA's earnings. AI honestly has been getting quite scary. Not necessarily in a bad way. However, just like how scary the improvement is in terms of how fast it's improving. It is improving at a rate that honestly, even 3 weeks ago, it was quite different to what it is now. And I saw somebody tweet out, I believe it was Chris Camilla actually. He said, today's AI is the worst AI you will experience until tomorrow because it just keeps getting better and better. So yeah, for next week, we're going to add another $100. I believe when we reach a certain point of capital in our investment account that we will start adding new positions, maybe selling some. I'm not too sure. See what Grok has to say about that next week. We're 0.7% of all time, which is honestly not too bad for the first week. See what Grok has to give us for next week. I'm pretty excited about this challenge. I mean, I don't really expect too much. I don't expect to be up a crazy amount. I don't really expect to be down a crazy amount. However, if I had to give a pretty good estimate of where this account value will be at in like a year, I think we'll probably be up about 10% all time, which is whatever. I like this experiment. I like experiments. I'm only allocating $100 a week, which is something I can afford right at the moment because I don't really have that many expenses. So it's fun. And I also am really interested to see how AI invests, the mistakes, the correct decisions they make. Yeah, they can improve in whatever skill or task they want to improve in. However, the rate of improvement is significantly different than the AI rate of improvement. The AI rate of improvement obviously is unequivocally significantly better than the human rate of improvement. But yeah, thanks for watching. Next week, I'll come back again, allocate another $100, and we will see what Grok has to say.